James here. We're talking college football, of course. FSU at 4-0. They are back to number one in the Voice of College Football top 25 that actually makes sense.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Back on top.
I would put Texas or I think a team that's not getting enough respect is Washington, but I get it. They don't play. Nobody really watches those games out there because they're so late, unless it's Dion, and we don't know what their defense is. We know they can obviously throw the ball, and we don't know the level of competition. But Michael Penix Jr. Actually from Florida, Tampa Bay Tech High School. Shout out to my boy Jason Roberts, his high school coach. He's doing a great job. But I think if it all ended today, Florida State deserves to be a playoff team. This is just me being superstitious and maybe a little false humility, trying to make sure that we don't get too cocky. And then, those guys might be listening to Mark Rogers and being like, yeah, see, Mark made us number one. That's right. And I don't want us to – our chest ain't developed enough to be poked out.
So to explain the way I do it, James, is I don't just rank the teams based on how good I think they are. Like I'm not ranking Florida State because I think they're the best team in the country. So bam, they go number one. I believe they've got the best resume in the country. I believe beating Clemson on the road. I don't care what their record is. I know how good they are. I think Clemson's still one of the 15 best teams in America. Winning that game and beating LSU by 3 scores, scoring 31 straight points, watching that game and what they did there are collectively the 2 best wins in the country.
Well, that's fair.
So that's how I do it. What's going on there at Den Media Group?
Well, a lot, man, a lot. We've got some special shows. One of the things that we didn't talk about what's the guy's name? But anyways, in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a very dope area. An attorney by the name of John Phillips that I know very well. He represents the Tiger King, and we're trying to get him on a special members only interview. So if you're not just a subscriber to Den Media Group, but if you're a member of Den Media Group, we will be trying to get him on to where we can talk about how the Tiger King has threatened legal action against Jordan Travis for calling himself the Tiger King, for beating Clemson and LSU and them selling apparel, and just really more so just a fun thing. John's cool people. I think we all know that it's more of the Tiger King does a good job of making people remember him with his antics. We will have Kaylin DeLoach on tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for members. It's live, so membership is $3.99 all the way up to our all-in level, which is $99, which all-in means you get to experience a sporting game like I did. So in theory, if you were at Clemson, you would have been on the sideline like me. You would have been able to meet all the players, all the coaches, everybody as I was in there and get the VIP treatment. But you don't need to buy the Back Daddy package, just the $3.99 package, and then you'll get a chance to ask Kaylin DeLoach questions. We're going to talk about the play. We're going to talk about the season. We're going to talk about his career up to that point. I've got a very good relationship with the DeLoach family. Both of those will be live for members, but we'll play, and you'll be able to see them in their entirety if you're not a member on Friday or the next day. So you have to wait a little bit, but it'll be there for you. And then we're 25 subscribers short from 3,000. And once we get to 3,000, there are 2 goals. 3,000. Once we hit that 1,000 mark, we will give 3,000. We will give away $300 on the next Big Games BS show. So if we get to 25 before Friday, somebody's going to have a great weekend. They're going to walk in with $300 in their pocket. We will also, on next Wednesday, we'll give away a pair of tickets to every FSU home game during the show. If we get to 3,000 subs, we will give away 2 pairs of tickets. Now, the Virginia Tech game is sold out. So unless you want to go pay some really, really high dollars to get in, you could just make sure we get to 3,000 subs and then listen to Big Games BS, and then we will give away the tickets on Wednesday. So you'll be able to know how you can get to the game or whatnot. If we get it, the Miami game is sold out. We get to 5,000 before the Miami game, we will give away 2 pairs of tickets to the Miami game as well. But yeah, that's the stuff that we have going on over there. Continue to pump out content. My son has a show, Trey's Take, which he'll be doing tonight, where he will
Nice.
give his opinion of the Clemson FSU game. And me and CJ Wilson have started our Monday quarterback segment, where we basically take the film and we break it down and we talk about it from two guys who have actually played the game's perspective as well as coaching it. So it's a little bit different than other people's. Is a little bit, and our terminology is way easier to follow. Like we're not using a lot of the weird words that people don't actually use in coaching. That but whatever. We're here to educate the masses, and I think that's dope.
Folks, you see the banner on the screen. That is in the chat 3 times with the Den Media Group link. So it's easy to follow right there. We make it very easy for you to get to Den Media Group. You heard the deal, and you get to hear from Kalen DeLoach. You get all those goodies. So join James there at Den Media Group. Again, the link's in the chat. I can't offer anything close to that, but hey, for $5 a month on Patreon, either on patreon.com/MarkRogersTV or as a YouTube member on the main channel, $5 a month, I went 15-5 against the spread. So you can cover that $5 like that. Then we've got our guy Steve Merrill from Wager Talk, and he is 16-1 against the spread, and he gave us an exclusive. He gives us James an exclusive pick, his under the radar selection, only for us each week, and he's hit 16 out of the last 17. So he has been on a roll, but he's a guy that crunches those numbers like a madman all day and all night. All right, James, appreciate you doing this. You make this channel go, you, Chris, and George. So we appreciate you.
Oh man, thank you. Appreciate you having me.